What happened to Big Cass in WWE? Big Cass began his career in 2009 after joining a wrestling school in Brooklyn. Unlike his former partner Enzo, Cass worked the Indies for about 2 years before he was offered by Florida Championship Wrestling, which is now known as NXT. The large majority of homegrown talent currently on WWE's roster spent significant time in FCW around the same time. You know what? What happened to FCW might be coming soon. Moving on. In NXT, Cass adopted the ring name Colin Cassidy and began his career as a jobber. In 2013, Cass began teaming with Enzo. Enzo and Cass would team together for 2 years in NXT, having great success but never capturing the tag team titles. The duo made their main roster debut on the Raw after WrestleMania 32 when they interrupted the Dudley Boys. Enzo and Cass will also feud with The New Day, Gallows and Anderson in 2016, but never got the tag team championship. In 2017, the Hardys came back at WrestleMania 33, and that was the end of Enzo and Cass's chapter. The two began a feud against one another in which Cass turned heel and attacked Enzo. The feud would continue for a few weeks until Cass suffered a legitimate injury during a street fight on Raw. Cass will return during the 2018 Superstar Shakeup Draft, in which he was drafted to the SmackDown brand. Upon arrival on SmackDown, Cass began a feud with Daniel Bryan. It was the classic big man versus little man feud in which Cass bullied, attacked, and belittled Bryan for being under 6 feet tall. If it sounds a lot like Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor, it should. Recycle storylines. You can't teach that. Cass eliminated Bryan at the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, but went on to lose clean to Bryan at Backlash. Cass and Bryan were still feuding at Money in the Bank, where Cass would lose again, clean to Daniel Bryan. In May, it was reported that WWE officials were upset with Cass for a segment on SmackDown Live in which he attacked a little guy dressed as Daniel Bryan. According to sources, Cass continued the attack for longer than had originally been in the script, and Vince himself had words with Cass for going off script. On June 22nd, it was reported that Big Cass caused the scene when trying to speak to Carmella. Carmella started walking away before Cass allegedly grabbed her arm, which led fellow wrestlers to intervene. So Cass was on the main event of the Land of Opportunity SmackDown Live in a feud with one of the hottest baby faces in the business in a month's time. What happened? What happened to Big Cass? Here's what happened. He crossed the boss. To put it bluntly, if you work for WWE, you don't make Vince mad. Cass did just that when he went off script, which was basically a slap in the face to the boss. Cass did not have the cachet of a big superstar to do things like that, and he was not well liked in the locker room anyways, so it was hard to imagine anybody coming to his defense. Here's what Cass had to say about it on the Booker T podcast. If I'm going to be honest with you, I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes in a very short period of time. I did some things that I shouldn't have done. I guess the company couldn't rely on me and trust me. Look, I'll just be honest with you. In my opinion, they made the right decision for them. It was the right decision to get rid of me at that point in time. Not to say I won't be back, but at that point in time, they definitely made the right decision for them. To be honest with you, looking at it, they made the right decision for me. Everyone makes mistakes, but when you make that many mistakes in that short of a period of time, then you lose people's trust and you're not reliable anymore. Yeah, I would have fired myself. I definitely would have fired myself If I was in Vince McMahon's position, I would have fired myself for sure. 100%. Cass very well could find his way back into the company due to his size and experience in the WWE system. It's obvious someone in WWE was high on him. Let's keep it real. He's tall, Irish, and he has long hair. You know Vince wants to put the belt on this guy. Let's see if Cass finds a way to ingratiate himself with his peers and find his way back. We'll all be watching. Thanks for watching the video. Please share it everywhere you talk about wrestling online. And with that, have a great day.